Welcome to the documentary channel. My name is Megan Story. Tonight, we will be exploring the history of the mystery genre. Mysteries have always captured our imaginations and our curiosity. The genre has been defined by the detectives. From Miss Marple to Sam Spade, there's something that will appeal to everyone. Not only do mysteries test our courage and try our curiosity, they also tax our wits. Who hasn't tried to solve the case before Sherlock? Mysteries have always been a huge part of literature and film. So please enjoy this documentary called The History of the Mystery Genre. Edgar Allan Poe is often credited for being the creator of the mystery genre. His first mystery book, Murders in the Rue Morgue, was published in 1841. In this story, he introduces the first literary detective, Auguste C. Dupin. Auguste C. Dupin is a well-to-do gentleman who lives in Paris. He solves crimes for his own amusement and uses what he refers to as analysis to solve them. He is depicted as being slightly eccentric and reclusive. He prefers to do all of his work at night by candlelight. The stories are written from the viewpoint of Dupin's unnamed sidekick, who assists Dupin in solving the crimes. Two other books were published by Poe featuring Dupin and his sidekick. The Mystery of Marie Roget, which is published in 1842, and The Purloined Letter, which was published in 1844. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is best known for his character Sherlock Holmes, an extremely intelligent but somewhat cold private investigator. His first book featuring Sherlock was published in Beeton's Christmas Annual in 1887. At first, the story was met with little public interest, but later gained immense popularity. The original Sherlock Holmes canon contains 56 short stories and only 4 full-length novels. The stories revolve around Sherlock Holmes, a consulting detective, and his good friend Dr. Watson, as they solve crimes and unravel mysteries. The books are written from the perspective of Dr. Watson. The two have a close friendship despite their very opposite personality traits. The books were adapted into movies and radio shows. The characters of Sherlock and Watson are still relevant and inspire movies and television shows to this day. Agatha Christie is remembered as the Queen of Crime. She's one of the most well-known mystery writers of all time. She published over 60 full-length novels. Her first book was called The Mysterious Affair at Styles. It was published in 1920. This book featured Hercule Poirot, a Belgian detective who used his little gray cells to get to the bottom of things. She went on to write 30 other books featuring Poirot, most notably The Murder of Roger Ackroyd in 1926 and The Murder on the Orient Express in 1934. Agatha Christie also created the character of Miss Marple, an elderly unmarried woman who solved crimes as an amateur detective. The first book Miss Marple appeared in is called Murdered at the Vicarage. It was written in 1930. Miss Marple and Poirot are Agatha Christie's most loved and remembered detectives. Dashiell Hammett was an American mystery novelist. Unlike most mystery authors, Hammett had actually been a detective. He worked for the Pinkerton Detective Agency as an operative from 1915 to 1921. Hammett had a new and more American take on mystery novels. Instead of focusing on the intellectual side of solving mysteries, he focused more on the action. His character Sam Spade was a streetwise, hard-boiled detective. Sam Spade appeared in Hammett's most notable book, The Maltese Falcon, which was published in 1930. The book was adapted into a movie starring Humphrey Bogart, who defined the character of Sam Spade. Hammett also wrote The Thin Man, which was published in 1934. The book features a husband and wife team, Nick and Nora. Both are sophisticated and classy, a departure from Sam Spade. The Thin Man was also adapted into a movie franchise starring William Powell and Myrna Loy. Hammett's characters were new and exciting. They added another dimension to mystery novels. Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys were mystery novels written for children. They are both enduring series and have been in syndication for over 80 years. Nancy Drew novels were the brainchild of Edward Stratemeyer, He came up with the idea of a teenage amateur detective. Carolyn Keene was only a pseudonym. The Nancy Drew books were written by a series of ghostwriters. The majority of the original books were written by Mildred A. Ritt Benson. The first book in the series was The Secret of the Old Clock. It was published in 1930. The Hardy Boy novels were also the idea of Edward Stratemeyer. The books were written under the pseudonym of Franklin W. Dixon, but like the Nancy Drew books, they were written by a series of ghostwriters. The first writer was Canadian author Leslie McFarland. The first book was The Tower Treasure, which was published in 1927. The books continue to engage and interest young readers.
Thank you for tuning in tonight. We hope you found this documentary enjoyable and informative. Tune in next week as we take a closer look at the world's most popular fictional detective, Sherlock Holmes. Thank you for tuning in.